Happy Monday, Cafe. Hope you're all having a great start to the week. Feels nice when it's Monday, when we have Monday night football. Obviously, been a long time since we had it. We got the Vikings and the Bears. Hopefully, we cooked up a play that we love to hit tonight. But sadly, yesterday we were 2-0 on the video plays. We went to 2-1 yesterday. 3 of the legs hit in the first half. As we know, all go for more than double what we needed. Mark Andrews, man, I don't know. One catch early, I think the first quarter, and then not another target. Zay Flowers took nearly all the receptions. We really thought Andrews would be more involved. Game 40-41, an incredible game. If you told me that was the score, I would have thought we got this easy. Isaiah likely out, but after every loss, we try and dissect what went wrong. And on this one, I think he was great to us towards the second half of last season. He's done this in the last 15 games. We took it a lot there. We loved the situation, but there were better options out there. Can't get too attached to a certain prop that's pulled through for us a lot because unfortunately it takes us down, but a lot of season left. And if you're in the Cafe membership, quickly going to recap the 2 extra plays that we had. We did one for the early 1 p.m. slate, and then we had one for the 4 p.m. slate. Got an epic win on the 1 p.m. slate. Mike Evans gets it done in the last couple of minutes with that last yard we needed. Extra play for the 4 p.m. one, though. Kenneth Walker, 1 yard away. He had 3 receptions for 4 yards. Craziest part, he got the 5 yards on the first catch and then loses 3 on the second. Third catch, 2 yards. That's just as brutal as it gets. Makes it a 1-2 day overall. Really disappointing. Felt like we deserved 2-1 at the very least between that 1 yard loss and then how good the other legs were looking on that night game. But a lot of season left. We're not even through the first week of the season. We got the last game here. Vikings going into Chicago to play the Bears. Vikings are a 1.5 point favorite, over under 43.5. Could go either way here. Big changes for these teams. I think I like the Bears. I'm excited to see Caleb Williams in his second year. Hopefully big improvements. They made massive adjustments to the offensive line. You just got to think, if you're the Bears coaching staff, the number one thing you got to look for is getting Caleb Williams to get the ball out of his hands early. I remember so many games where he had the receivers for receptions, and he would just not let the ball go. He wouldn't turn it over much, but he would take a lot of sacks. They'll probably also be handing it off more, you would imagine, with the offensive line adjustments. So we'd like to see an improvement on the Bears this season. And with that said, on the offensive line, let's get right to our first of 4 legs for the play today. We got DeAndre Swift, 30-plus rushing yards. He hit this in 13 of his last 14 games last season, averaged 56.4 last year, and he had 79 yards in his last matchup against the Vikings. He got this done consistently last year, and now the team is a lot better, especially that offensive line, which I keep mentioning, at home. And his rush attempts line is 14.5. If he gets near there, absolutely love him to crush 30 yards. Moving on to our next leg, we got the other running back, Aaron Jones, 20-plus rushing yards. Honestly, this was a leg. We had the other 3 legs. It was like minus 130. We needed something to get it closer to plus 100. This is what we landed on. The odds for it are not great, but it's because he's hit it in 22 straight, averaged 65.8 last year, over triple what we need. 12 straight against the Bears with 86 and 106 in the last 2. Yeah, they picked up Mason Rudolph to be running back too, but Aaron Jones is still going to have his opportunities, and I don't think we need to say much about this. We need to get 20 rushing yards. His line is for 12.5 rush attempts. If you can't get 20, looking like it would be a tough season for Aaron Jones ahead. And then we're taking it back to the Bears with DJ Moore, their main receiver, 4+ receptions. He had 6 receptions in the last 8 games of last season. He's hit in all 6 career games against the Vikings. They played twice last season. He had 8 and 7. Don't love DJ Moore for yards all the time because you'll see a lot of short passes going his way. And like we said, this season, we think the Bears, they want to get the ball out of Caleb Williams' hands. We think that involves a lot of quick passes to DJ Moore, who's great at getting open near the line of scrimmage. At home, like we keep saying, I think it goes his way. And Caleb Williams' completion line, I think, is 20.5. Can't imagine him getting there without DJ Moore having at least 4. And then we've got one more receiver, but on the Vikings, we got Jalen Nailor, 1+ reception. Finished last season hitting 11 of his last 13 games of the season. He had 5, 3, and 3 in the last 3 games of the season, trending in the right direction. He also did in both matchups against the Bears. And most importantly, Jordan Addison is out, a 3-game suspension. If you look at the target share last season, wide receiver 1 and 2, obviously Jefferson and Addison, and then a bit of a gap. And then Jalen Naylor still got a decent amount of targets coming his way. But with Jordan Addison out, I think Jalen Naylor going to step up. This is your opportunity. You got to do something. And we're just asking for one reception. Love him to get it. I think you can get 2 or 3, honestly. For that FanDuel sweepstakes they have, me and all my friends, we're going to ride with Jalen Naylor. You know, they're the first touchdown, last touchdown thing. I think Jalen Naylor is a sneaky good person to choose there because you want to choose someone that not too many people would have. So then the bonus bets would be a ton. Because obviously, if you take a guy like Justin Jefferson and he gets it, yeah, it's way more likely. But the amount you get is just probably not going to be as worth it. I'd rather go for a bit of a lottery ticket, which Jalen Naylor could be that guy. And there's the bet. We got it. It was minus 104, minus 105. They let us toss a 50% profit boost on there. We figured, why not? I know a lot of you do this as 1 unit. We also do it as 1 unit and the ladder, which is why we put 10 on it. Really love this to pull through as a nice little bounce back from that tough one yesterday. Was really hoping to sweep the video plays week 1. One leg ruins it, but at least let's finish week 1 with a W on this. Of course, as I always do in these, we have this play, and then we have the one extra play that'll be in the cafe membership for this game. We do that every day. If you want to get in there, $7.99 a month. We send this play out hours early with all the reasoning, the daily extra play, and most importantly, the Discord, the community. It's awesome. I think it's totally worth it. We're one of the cheapest out there. We've never raised it. We got thousands of us in there, and we're trying to build something awesome. And if you want to check it out, either way, just happy to have you watching this and potentially tailing along. There is the play. I'm liking this. Sorry I'm posting this so late. I really haven't figured out my routine for like how I'm going to get these out. I know we sometimes post the plays a little too close to game time. I think if I'm going to get these videos out, I'm really going to have to just get up early and do it right away because YouTube, I really think it needs more time to circulate through the ecosystem. So I'm working on it. I think the videos are getting a little better. I think I'm taking a little more time here, pacing myself. If you've been watching all these, you're witnessing the evolution of it. But most importantly, let's get the W here. Fingers crossed. And I'll talk to you guys later.